Hi,
Hi, Omo. How are you?
I'm good. It's lovely to see your
Love
face again.
to see you again.
Adebayo, there's even a guy here. Wow.
All right. Thank you so much for accepting to do this. I really, really appreciate it. I know I've been saying that
You're
it means a
welcome.
lot. Ah, okay. So the last time I spoke to you directly, minus our chats, was when I had like your class here in Lagos and everything. So, and that was like 2020, I think. It was 2020.
Something to that screen, but I'm in traffic. Love, cute. Thank you guys for having me. We'll talk our talk later. Let's
Yeah.
get into
Let's
it.
get into it. So today, you guys, we have
Love.
Omo of Sooo Pro, of Sooo Pro Makeup, Sooo Pro Cosmetics here. So she's just going to do like a quick introduction of herself. And so Omo, you have.
Okay, great. So let's just say a quick prayer to do this, to start this. Father Lord, we thank you for today. We thank you for each and every person here today. Give each and every one of us understanding. Give me utterance, and everybody utterance as well to ask the right question, put their mind frames in the right place. The Bible says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. Father Lord, a pathway to another country is a very intricate thing for everybody. So we want to put our plans in your hands to direct us aright so that we would not bring ourselves into trouble. So we just want to thank you for everything we're going to hear today, discuss about. Let it bring out good fruits. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Great. So my name is Omo Mene Omolola Sidaume. I have many more names. I don't know what they were thinking. But yeah, to keep it short, it's pretty easy. Omo Mene Omolola Sidaume. I'm an electrical engineer. Well, I studied electrical engineering, but I did not practice or use it for anything for too long. I started doing makeup when I was actually still in school, and it just made like the fact that I could earn money or make money from doing something like that. I tried so many other things, how to sew, how to bake. I'm always trying new stuff, a lot of DIY stuff. But makeup was different for me, and it's the only thing that actually pretty much stuck. And it's honestly been a journey. Everybody's journey is different. I don't know if anybody else is a makeup artist. Being that there's a guy here, I don't know what field you're in. You can share, you can type in the comments so I know what I'm talking about, so as I direct my conversation. So, any other introduction about me? Electrical engineering. I've been doing makeup for almost 7 years. It'll be 7 years in December. And I started a cosmetic brand. In the process of doing makeup, when I was finding little things like, oh, I wish this person could do it better. Because you buy so many different products from different brands, and you're like, mix this one, mix this one, mix this one. So, like, as a makeup artist, it was like a lot of things were getting to me. I was like, how many things do I need to buy to get like one result? So that's how I literally started doing like little things to solve my problems. And I was like, you know what? I'll have a class, and people be like, oh, what is that? I'm like, oh, I just mixed, I just did. And then I would do a little bit of research. And then I started with the glow spray. And then it just continued to so many other things that we are here now today, honestly. Pretty simple, nothing so magical or big about it, but grace. Thank God for grace, and yeah, thank God for the Holy Spirit and all the other things. But yeah, so that's the introduction. Let our
Yeah,
host continue
that's
talking.
that's very succinct. Thank you so much. So I just wanted to ask, like, what challenges did you face as a makeup artist in Nigeria, like that you can point to?
Okay. So luckily for me, I've been I'm a very cerebral person. I'm so sorry, but I'm a big thinker. and I use my brain. Everybody, you need to learn to use your brain. That's why you have it. The reason why I said I'm so sorry is because it can sound very cocky or proud for some people. Like, she's saying she's too smart. Yes, you're smart. You have to be smart to make it in life. It's just that simple. Because if you're not smart, the grace makes it easier, but you actually have to use your brain, you know. So I'm a very cerebral person. Your question is, what challenges did I face being a makeup artist in Nigeria, right? So the major challenge I faced would be structure. Back to what I was saying, I start dabbling into makeup. I dabbled into a lot of international makeup artists. I didn't even know makeup was a thing in Nigeria. Like, I didn't know BM Pro. I was so oblivious to the fact. I mean, this was a person that was just studying electrical engineering. Everything I knew was resistors, amplifiers, ohms, calculations, formulas, and all. So, like, I didn't know about that space, the bubble, the entertainment industry. I didn't know anything. Like, I probably knew only one Beyonce song with the lyrics. Like, I was actually a bookie, like, smarty. Like, I was not in the world that way. So I dabbled into a YouTube video when I was reading for a course for educational things, where I met Makeup Shayla and Jackie Aina, just two random makeup videos. And then they were going on a trip with Tarte Cosmetics. And Shayla talked about her life as a makeup artist, working in MAC, yada, yada, yada. And then now she's a YouTuber where brands are flying her around the world and they pay them and then they give them free products. I was like, I think that's the life I want to live. So I got into research into the makeup artist, about makeup as a whole, because I didn't even have a lipstick personally as a girl. Like, I was not girly at all. Trust me. So it was just a dabble. Like, I just fell into it. And being that the people I studied when I started, because I'm a reader, like I said, cerebral person. I studied, most of the people I studied were more international people. So when I now said, okay, how do you bring this home? For me, it had to be YouTube, because it's the YouTube space I wanted to be in. But it was hard because I was still in school. I was in school hostel. Imagine trying to film in a school hostel. Who has stayed in Nigerian school hostel? Where even when you think at 12 o'clock, people are sleeping. Somebody will just scream, ah! And then your friends will gather, and then you say, oh, I'm just like, it didn't work out. It was tough. Okay, so okay, film in your hostel, very quiet, early morning in the night, then go home to your house and record. Then we used to stay in a place in my house where frogs, there was like a pond. So frogs doing, I said, it would take me too long for YouTube to pay me, because people will be hearing these frogs and they will not hear what I'm saying. So I kind of gave up on YouTube, and then I'd already invested in it. So I was like, what do I do with all these things? So I started playing with my roommate, because she was like my complexion, and people that were like my complexion with my makeup. I started playing with them with the makeup, and then that's how the artistry part of my brand kind of started. So I continued to do research. Okay, who are the other makeup artists in Nigeria? Who are this? How are they doing? How are they doing what they are doing? And it was so difficult for me to find people that had structure. You know, nobody has structure. You even reach out to people, no websites, no this. How can I reach you? It's hard to tell. So it was structure. That was like the biggest issue. So like, I was like, when I was going to start, I was like, I want to start something that is structured. You know, I want to do things differently. And that is one of the reasons why it didn't take me a long time to grow as well, because I saw a loophole and, you know, I went in through that way. So it didn't take too much time when I took my focus off follow for follow. I was following them like, oh, please follow me back. I was so depressed. Nobody was following me, but I was just like, unfollowed everybody. And I just focused on, you've done your research, work with your research and put in the work and just go. And then everything started happening naturally. This people I was begging to follow started following me. And they were like flabbergasted. How is this girl sharing all her tips and tricks online, getting new tricks and tips and creative ideas? Like, big makeup artists will be following me and send me them that, so sorry, how did you? I'm just like, these are the people people that have been in the industry. Like, why are you asking me questions? Sprinkle. So yeah, it was just structure. And people, even for customers to me, customers would meet you and be like, oh, send an email, book this way, you send a structured message. They were so confused as well. People, like, even receiving the structure, it's just like, it was chaos. The people that needed the service too did not even know that they needed structure, So it was chaos for me. And my mindset was always to serve an international audience, being that that's the way I was introduced mentally into the space of makeup. Do you understand? So it was tough. Even up until the time I left, it was so tough because the structure, even with the people that work for you, not a lot of people like structure. So I'll say structure was my biggest challenge as a makeup artist in Nigeria.
Honestly, I kind of like 100% I believe you, because when you even said the specific one of the people that you're serving not wanting to receive the structure, like you would send messages and they'd be like, oh, you sound too strict. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, too professional. I'm just, don't you want a professional artist?
What do you want me to do? But yeah, that makes so much sense. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so when exactly did you decide to leave, and what like informed your like place that you chose to like move to?
Well, luckily for me, I've kind of been well traveled. So deciding to finally relocate, I love London or I love Europe, but Europe is too small and there's a growth cap, if that makes sense. How do I explain this? Nigeria is a completely unstructured country in a very unstructured continent. So these continents, Europe, South America, North America, Asia, almost all the other continents but Africa are pretty structured. They have healthcare in place, financial sectors are in place, everything's pretty much in place, A lot of things don't go the way they go in Nigeria. So when I say Europe has a growth cap, what I mean is people that you see online, they'll say, oh, Enish Kitchen has 10 franchises, yada yada yada. That's a business. Great. It's not hard over time if your first franchise does well and you're running your business. But if you go to the UK and you study or you do your masters and you get a job, your salary will start maybe like 55, 50k pounds. By the time they promote you in a gap space of 5 to 10 years, you'll be earning still 85k. And somebody that's taking home 60k pounds and somebody that's taking home 80k pounds take the same, maybe like 3,500 pounds monthly home by the time they remove taxes and everything. So most people even reject promotion because they don't want to have 80k on their promotion when they were earning 65 and they'll still be taking the same 3-5 home. Do you get? Make it make sense. So they say, oh, promote me on paper, but don't promote me in finances. That's for UK and partly some regions in Canada. But honestly, America is the land of possibilities, is the land of dreams. Dreams really come true in America and there's no growth cap. So a person that's earning 250,000 and a person that's earning 400,000 and a person that's earning 80,000 take these different things home. Do you understand? You see it like in their lifestyle, in the areas that they live, or they can buy houses, in the things they can do with their money and stuff like that. So the American dream is the best dream for me. So if I was ever going to relocate from Nigeria, I already automatically knew it was going to be the US. Also because the international market I wanted to, or I had always had in my heart when I started doing the whole research or dabbled into the whole makeup thing, were all mostly American, like YouTubers, American brands. So it was like almost mentally automatic for it to be America for me. So like when people message me, like, this is not the first time you're even calling me to come and talk about this. No, you are the only one that's called me to talk about it on a platform. But people probably reach out to me every other week asking me questions on how do you cope? How did you do it? How did you this? How did you that? Do you understand? So, like, I always advise that if you can, no, it's not easy because getting even American visa to even say you want to jackpot before you get to the American and then start to find your way, it's not easy to get American visa. Some dates are people are getting dates in 2024 December, weird things, crazy, crazy dates. Some people 2025. It's not easy. Some pay for dates and get it sooner. However, you want to do it, if you can be patient, do the American dream because one way, which way, anyway, you find your way and your way becomes your way. So, but with the UK one, it's just, there's a cap. Like, there's just this, all the people that I know that went to the UK that say, oh, they want to do makeup, they'll be doing makeup there, and they went to school. School will completely take you because you have to work your 20 hours to be able to pay your bills. So you wouldn't have energy. Don't stress yourself. And then when you're done with the school, you have to also to get a job to be able to stay in the country. So how do you want to get a job? Because you're 3 years, you have to get a job that'll be able to file for you over time. So you still need to get a job, and your job is 9 to 5. So when would you have the extra time when you have been swamped on Monday to Friday? The Saturday you have off. Do you think you really want to be doing makeup? Just be like, I beg, Joe, is this really even my dream? Do you understand? Same thing kind of with Canada. So I don't know. That's why I'm just like, I prefer America. Anybody else, if you have other options or ideas or opinions, honestly, that's why I say, let the Lord lead your heart. Please, if it's the UK, for me, I always advise people, if you can do the American one, find your way to America. That's it, yeah. So that's how I decided. But at what point did I know I was going to relocate? After COVID, that's massacre that they had at the toll gate was wild for me. Living in a country where you know that, yeah, you could bribe police and police will let you go. A woman is driving, they say, fine woman, you give them 500 naira, they'll let you pass. But a man, they can embarrass you, shoot you mistakenly, or harass you and arrest you and lock you up. You hear those things and you just smile and laugh and type on Instagram and comment. But like seeing it actually happen and seeing the way they brushed everything away, it was a lot for me. I kind of had a depression. I was depressed for a while, like clinically, like I'm a very tough person. Those that have probably met me, worked with me, I'm a hard nut to crack, but it got to me. Like, I was like, why? Even the place where I was renting in Lekki at the point, the shops in the opposite buildings, they were robbed. All their stuffs were taken. I know makeup artists who lost their whole shop. One just opened, or when you just post new studio, and I know it took you so much to put AC, TV, this, that. You even took loan from bank to buy makeup products, to sell makeup products, and they stole everything. Like a lot of things. Like the more I heard, the more depressed I got. I was just like, this actually happened. The government doesn't want to take responsibility. At what point is it really gonna get better? It really had me thinking. Like I don't think I worked for like almost like a whole month or 6 weeks. I was just on my bed, like just thinking, sad, exhausted. I was just like, what's going on? And when I finally came to work, like the first meeting I had, because I had either bi-weekly or monthly meetings with my staff to go through goals and stuff. I'm like, I don't think I can stay in this country anymore. By the end of the year, I'll be out of here. I actually was just randomly speaking, honestly, very random. It's not like I had any plans. My visa had already expired. I had nothing. Do you understand? I had absolutely nothing. So I was just randomly saying it, and maybe it was like from my mouth to God's ear, because that's what I always ended up as, because I was just talking, but maybe God was really like right there listening and quickly everything. So that was literally the point. The whole NSAS stuff really shook me. Yeah.
Honestly, it was I don't even know. It's very depressing, and it's with good reason.
Yeah.
I think a couple of us all said, I was in law school then, but I was just like, I need to finish law school. I'm going to pack my load. I'm off. So yeah, I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, thank God. Look at where you are now today. So everything works. And Nigeria is another discussion. We're not going into that today.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask, like, how was it for you? Because I like moving cities for me is like a whole lot. Like trying to reestablish yourself in the industry, trying to find new clients. congrats on your space, by the way.
Thanks.
Yeah, so all of those things, like how has it been?
Uh, the first thing I'll say is it gets better. It gets better. It will get better in time. But like I've said, I'm talking mostly about America because I mean, this is where I stay. That's what I know about. I don't really know about any other country. Probably have to do a meeting with people that are in other countries to see. Maybe you consult somebody in the UK and somebody in the you say UK edition and then you say Canada edition so that they share their experiences, their genuine experiences with you. So I'm just going to talk about based on where I am and what I know. But I think it's just generally even across borders. So it gets better in time. Why? Because there's structure. There's just something structure does. You know, I can sit down here and tell you that I know clearly where I'll be in 10 years from today. Clearly, because I believe that the goals I've written down or the things I've planned mentally, I would not just hit it, but I'll possibly exceed it. Why? Because of because of the structures that are already in place. Do you understand? There's structure abroad. And the structure brings peace of mind. Honestly, it makes you get up and want to walk because you know that this walk will pay. Do you understand? Not that you are going on the road and there's traffic or there's this or there's that or there's this. You've already put all the structures in place that, like for me, I can be going on the road and there's an accident, so it's going to cause a delay for my clients. I'm not really liable based on we've both signed a contract where these things have already like been pre-stated, predetermined. But in Nigeria, you can still get the job and the client can slap you, arrest you, throw you somewhere, like, you know, crazy ass things. But nobody can do that to me here because I'm going to sue your ass and I'm going to get you for every penny that you own. Do you understand? Because we signed a contract. We understand the structure in the country. We understand that you are not an animal and I'm not an animal and then things happen. You know, there's structure. And once you have the structured mindset and you work with the structure that is in place, you can see visibly the growth, you know. So for example, I said the first point is it gets better with time. Where I started when I was here, I started in a 1-bedroom apartment and then it grew to a 2-bedroom apartment and then a 3-bedroom apartment. And then I had an experience where I met a very nasty client and I have a daughter. And she was threatening gun. You know, in America, they carry guns. In as much as they're good things, they're still mad people here. People have guns. People can shoot you and you are gone, Sarah. And then she was threatening me. She was a broke ass. Let me not use the wrong words. BITCH. You can pronounce it for yourself. And then she was Black American. And some of them, like, they call them funny names here. Like, they just want to cheat you. And they behave like victims. But most of the time, they're actually the problem. So she received her service, she made videos, was happy in the studio, loved her makeup, then goes out and starts sending me pictures that I did not do her makeup well. Maybe cleaned her neck or something and go see how did I not clean the neck. And I'm looking at the videos I made and the videos she made and then looking at what she's sending me and it's not correlating. And I'm like, you know what? You said you're like 8 minutes away, you can come back and I'll fix it. And she's like, no, she wants her money back. Send her full money back. And then for like almost 2 weeks, she threatened me every day that she's going to shoot me, she's going to do this, that I should better watch my back. She knows where I stay. So that experience made me like remove my space, my working space from my house where my family eventually came to come and start living. That's how I was like, I don't want to wake up one morning and my mom is going to work and I hear boo, or I'm going to throw dustbin and somebody shoots me, boo. You know, I'm walking back from picking my daughter from school and boo, you know, I'm just like, nah, I don't want to do this. So that's how I got a studio space. Exactly. Oh God, I beg. So that's why I got one studio space, but I didn't really like the space, but I was like, this is a start. And over a period of time, like 6 months to like 6 to 8 months, I finally got this space that I actually really wanted, that I always really wanted, like is a whole open light space and everything and all of that and all of that. So like, all I'll say is that it actually does get better in time if you do the work, because a lot of people don't know how to do the work. They just come and then they're either afraid you don't have the right information. One, you have to be very informed. Those are the things about the structure. So there's structure in place, but if you don't have information, you are going to be feeling very, very stuck. Do you understand? So information is power. So a lot of people, you hear stories of people saying, oh, come America or come abroad, come abroad. When you come, they'll be shocked that you even made it through. They'll now jar you lay. You now start suffering. The suffering is part of the process of getting better in time. So number two is you actually have to have a very positive mindset. See, once you have your information, you understand that there's structure, you understand that things will get better in time. Your mindset cannot be negative. You can't be like, I'm in a one-bedroom apartment, I'm suffering. Yes, at this point, you are managing with somebody, you are staying in a one-bedroom apartment. Some people know that you need light. They say, I don't need to on light by this time to this time. It's okay. Thank God. And cover yourself with your pillow, eat your hot bread, and just be grateful. The gratitude and the positive attitude is literally what will get you through. Do you understand? Because the more you stay negative, you stay small-minded, you stay stuck. There's really nothing good about having a negative attitude. Just go to have all your experiences and stay positive, because it's the positive attitude, the positive mindset that will make your process more enjoyable, and you see that yes, things are actually getting better in time. Then I was thinking, I remember the third thing, and then I just forgot it again. What was the third thing I wanted to say? What is it? If I remember, I'll mention it. But there was one other thing I wanted to say. The third thing I wanted to say is have a very unlimited, don't box yourself in. I don't even know how to explain that point, but whether you're coming for masters or you say, oh, you want to jackpot, I'm trying to be very real, guys, with you. I'm saying jackpot for real, because whatever process you take to get into whatever country you get into, don't box yourself in. With the information you have or the information you get, if you're lucky enough to get good people that'll give you the right information, you have a positive mindset. Don't also box yourself in. How do I say this? When I got here, how much was I charging? I was charging maybe 60, or no, not 60, maybe $100. Then it grew from 100 to 135, then to 185, then to 200, then to 250 per client. And when I got here, I knew I was starting, so I obviously knew I couldn't do that because nobody knows you yet. But as you continue to grow, my dreams are getting bigger. The space and the people I want to serve are getting bigger. I don't want to be attending to basic people. So if it means I would increase my prices to a premium set of people that can pay me, if the price of two, I can get it from one person, I will do it easily and serve one person excellently. That's my vibe. I'm sorry, I'm unapologetic about it because I know the value I'm giving. And then the money I make, I reinvest it into myself, to getting a model and getting a good photographer, or you understand, use my time, the time I would have used for two people, I've used it for only one person. Then I have extra time to do what I actually really want, get a model, do the kind of work I want to do, and then push it out there. Do you understand? So, and attract the people I actually want to attract. So don't box yourself in, have big dreams, dream big, believe that you can do Beyonce's makeup, believe that you understand, dream big. If you make it out of Nigeria, you made it out and your mindset is still Nigeria. Somebody was talking to me and she was like, I'm sure to go to London, that she feels London is better. I was like, why? She was like, yeah, there are many Nigerians in London. I was just like, oh God. It's not like you should not serve your Nigerian community where you live. But me personally, if you know anybody that knows me in the city that I'm in, I don't even like Nigerians. I don't like to identify as a Nigerian. Before you hear me say Nigerian, because I lived in London for a bit, so I have a British accent. If I want to turn it on, I start speaking British. I'm just like, innit? And they were like, oh, did you live in London? I'm like, yeah, I'm not Nigerian. Two people, I don't, and Nigeria don't like structure. So all the structure on my website, I don't have my phone number on my website. You have to contact me with email only. They want somebody they can call at 6 a.m. I'm saying, are you on your way? I have an appointment today. I don't want that. My website sends you a reminder on the day of your appointment. On the day of your appointment, they'll still be looking, how can I reach you? Send your number. I still don't respond to that email because you don't need my number. You have an address. You have a description for when you get to the location, how to find my suite. So why do you need to talk to me on the phone, please? What are we talking about? Excuse you, man. And then since you can send an email, if it's important, I respond to emails very promptly because I know that that's the only way for people to reach me. Do you understand? It's not like I'm unreachable, but I don't want to be having conversations that are unprofessional on the phone. And then you say I have an attitude. No, let's have a mail text, a trail text, where when you're talking about me in future, I can show somebody that see the mad person we're talking about here. So now between that person that told you this and me, who is mad? Let's know who is meant for real because these people be moving mad. So that's why I literally try to avoid Nigerians. I'm telling you, because like they want imagine somebody telling me that, oh, you charge 25K in Naira in Nigeria the last time I did makeup with you. Can I send that to your Naira account and come for an appointment here? I was like, you can add my 1.2 something million Naira tickets so that we know that we're all mad. You know, like, are you crazy? Send me 25K for what? Is it malt I want to buy here? Like, hey, you know, it's so they can be so disrespectful, and they'll be doing. They've made it in America, but they're still behaving with their Nigerian brain. I'm like, go to your country and let you know who be your president, please. Leave me alone. So those were many of the other reasons why I actually started increasing my price because I didn't want to serve the Nigerian market. And the people here, the Americans, the either whites, whatever country that are non-Nigerians that are here, or even some Nigerians that are actually well-educated, understand the value of money, because people go to do sewing, ordinary fixing weave on in America for $350, and they don't use it for more than 2 weeks, or they braid their hair for like $500 to $1,000. So why can't they pay makeup for $250? It's nothing, you know? So I give you value for it. So why are we playing here? And the makeup I do compared to the best makeup artist in the city I'm in is like 50, like there's a gap. So excuse you, this is what I'm charging. And they pay it happily and they are so blown every time. And I'm so grateful to God for it every time. So dream big, don't limit yourself. Like I went having that conversation with her, she wants to go to UK to set because there are a lot of Nigerians. I was like, that's a small mindset. You should probably just stay in Nigeria and keep servicing Nigerians, you know, because they are there right there with you already. You want to change location and still go after the same people. Don't you see yourself doing, like, do you know Joy Adenuga in the UK? You see she's doing the makeup for the people that did what's that Bridgerton? Are you joking with me? Like, what did Portable say? Why can't you do this reality talk? Why can't you sing Jesus sing? Why can't you in Portable's voice? Are you kidding me? How will you leave your country and you're still thinking small, bruh? Like, can't you think reality thoughts? Like, can't you think bigger thoughts? I was like, you probably should stay in Nigeria. Maybe just relocate to another city and feel like there's a change in your life. The abroad life may not be for you. Go to another city and see your Nigerians. Like, what are we talking about here? So don't leave your country and have a small mindset, bruh. Anything is possible. That's the mindset I have. Like tomorrow, I pray to God. I believe in God. I believe that His grace is abounding towards me. I believe that there are ministering angels ministering my name into the hearts of the people that will take me to where I need to go. So why will I wake up and think, oh, let me do somebody small's makeup? No, I want to do somebody's big's makeup. I want to be one of the makeup artists that they are printing for the people that are going for BET awards. You understand? Like we can't go somewhere and be thinking small. You know, dream big, bruh. Like, dream big. The thing is, the reality is, even if you don't get there, you won't fall so far from it. You still get something out of the dreams. Your own is just be dreaming, Sha, and not just dream. Believe. The Bible says everything is possible to they that believe. So don't dream for the fun of dreaming. When you wake up, see yourself there. You know, like romanticize the lifestyle already. Like, imagine me. Just Beyonce booked hotel for me. Just be looking around, just like, oh, now maybe this. Like, just like vibe with yourself. Like, it's your imagination. Do whatever you can do with it. You know, don't dull. In summary, it's your imagination. Use the imagination well. And when you believe, you will be surprised the things that actually begin to happen. Yeah, so let the imagination kill you, please. So I hope that answered that question. Hopefully, with a few points of mine.
Yes, indeed. Oh my God, you're still so funny. Anyway, so
Yeah.
I was just thinking, like, as you were speaking, there were so many people. There's this Nigerian lady that I didn't even know she was Nigerian. I think she does makeup for, is it Kelly Rowland or so? And then I saw it and I was like, this baby's Nigerian. I think when I knew was when she posted something. I'm like, what? This baby's Nigerian. Like, and oh no, she posted that I'm home. Like, she posted on her story that she was coming to Lagos. I'm like, which one is home? For Lagos. I figured she was Nigerian. There's so many of them, like in different places, doing like amazing work. And in the next like 4 to 5 years, we're even going to see like a surge because people even moved out a little bit more this period. So I'm sure like in the next few years, like we're going to see so much more. And thank you for saying that, honestly, because I feel like people don't understand that the world is actually quite big. Like, it's so big. It's more
so much bigger than Nigeria.
what you can see, honestly. Even some people can't even dream as far as Ghana. They don't even think clients can fly them to Ghana or to Benin Republic or to
that's already a roadblock in your brain. You gotta unblock that, please.
Thank you.
You gotta unblock it.
All right, so the next question I have is, how did you handle because I have a product now and I know some people have products here, like Sarah has products. Yeah. So I can't say everybody, but Sarah has a product. So how did you do your Sooo Pro cosmetics? So that time when I met you, I know Sooo Pro like was popular. I mean, then especially your glow, your highlighters, they were really popular that period. And I think your lip glosses also. But now you have like a viral product. Do you think that you being in a totally different, and Hydra Mist, thank you. Do you think totally being in a different country helped like push it out? Or do you think that there was just maybe a change of strategy or something? Like, what do you think really helped you with your product line? And how did you even keep selling from there to here? Like, how are you doing it?
Structure. Structure. If you have the right structure, everything is possible. So I think I had structure in Nigeria. Still, all I had to do was create structure for my space here, or for the brand here. The viral products, Nigeria is a very blessed country, and Nigerians are very blessed people. Honestly, in as much as they piss you off when you're in business with them, artists in the world, when American artists are saying, oh, they want to do Afrobeats, they're talking about they want to work with Nigerians. You know, Nigeria is just a really blessed continent. It's really the African giant, for real. Because when you go out of the country, when they even ask, oh, we're African, where are you from? The first country most people say is Nigeria. You know, like Nigeria is really the African giant. So, most of the orders I even get here abroad come from Nigerians. Random thing. Like one of my friends called me one day that she was talking to a friend in New York that went for a conference. And then the girl was doing her makeup and she was like, Omo, do you have this spray? Have you heard of this spray? Like, if you spray it on your face, the makeup is not going to move. And the girl's like, Mike, I have it. Like, and everybody, like, almost 4 people popped the spray out of their bag. And I felt so honored, blessed, so grateful to God, because that product was literally one product that I thought about for so many years, but because of the financial constraints, I couldn't execute. So the change of location and the better kind of earning power helped me even dare to go on the journey. But still, I haven't even come into the American market yet. I'm saying yes, I get orders here and there. Yes, it's doing good. But when you say you are in the American market, it is when you people will know when it happens.
Sephora, first of all.
Right now, we're actually just mostly viral in still Nigeria and other African countries. And because of those things, like, you know, Nigerians abroad in diaspora, see the Nigerians are in Nigeria and they want those things. That's how I even get my orders here. So I'm really right now in the structure that I have, I'm preparing for what I expect to happen based on the moves I'm probably going to have to make and all of that. So That's one product has really blown the brand up as well. So people that didn't even know about our other products that we've been doing for a while are even knowing about our other products that we've been doing for a while. And the feedback we've been getting on the other products and refining, redefining, making it better and better. God really makes all things beautiful in this time. Things couldn't have been this good at a you start something like, God, when, how much am I even making safe? How much maybe I should even stop. But I always thought we'll just continue, because these are battles that I also have had or have still. But I still wake up every day and still continue. Today I can wake up and I'll go through my website and I have one order that's like $28 after shipping. The product is $18 plus shipping and tax will be like $28, but which I'm going to ship. So it's just my $18 I'm collecting or whatever. And I will be so grateful to God. I'll get up from my house. I'll go to my studio. I will pack this order with so much joy, because I believe, according to the Bible, the word of God, which is a life-giving spirit that I read and I believe, the Bible says, I will make you 1,000 times better. So I'm doing this one now faithfully, because the Bible says, who is faithful in little will be faithful in great things. So in preparation for the 1,000 orders I'll be shipping daily, I am going to ship my one order today. So like I said, it's your positive mindset. Like, your mind has to shift to do great things. Honestly, it will always boil down to that. Like, you have to have a very positive mindset. In 0 orders, show up. In 1 order, show up. In 20 orders, show up. In 100 orders, show up. In no orders, show up again. That's business. It's, your faith in God, your belief in God. I'm a Christian, so I'm talking from a Christian standpoint. For whatever I believe in, let's go from that standpoint. I'm a Christian, I'm a born again Christian, I'm a child of God. I say Jesus 100 times in a day because Jesus is real. Jesus changed my life. I gotta let y'all know. So, like, from that mindset and from that point of view, I have to give him something to work with. And it's not going to be in my bed, sleeping and hoping. Do you understand? So you got to get up. You got to do the work. You got to believe that, like, business can go up and down. That's fine. Your feelings, you are human. It's completely natural to feel depressed and happy. But your faith in God is supposed to help you fix that. Your belief, your trust in God, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Like, this window can break open right now and I'll be falling down and I'll believe I'm not going to die because I trust in God. I know it's about everything. Hey, when it happen now, but I'm like, if it's my time, it's my time. I don't have any regrets. I will have no loss. I know that I have peace about a lot of things just because I believe in God. Do you understand? Like, I have like peace that passes a lot of understanding. I'm not a very, oh my God, this is happening. No. I'll even shut down at that point and be like, Father, what do you want me to learn from this? What is the life lesson in this? I can't see failure. That's just it for me. Maybe it's based on the positive mindset. Like, failure is an opportunity to learn something that I did not know. Failure is an opportunity for me to upgrade my structural standard. Failure is an opportunity for me to prepare for what I want that I believe is going to come. So, do you understand? Like, like, for the business, just keep going. It gets better with time. You have to have the mindset shift, and then you begin to see and continue to show up, and everything will continue to happen, I believe. So I don't know if that answered the question, but yeah, the one viral product, the structure helped one, and then the product on its own is a good product. So I really didn't have a lot of work to do with it. Like I told you, I sat down and I want to fix my problems that I experience as an artist. So when I want to fix it, I want to fix it well. So even this past weekend, somebody posted, I don't know who knows Dios Classic Ife, that a lot of brands are copying the spray, doing this and doing that. I'm just like, yeah, it's completely okay. There are already 1,000 sprays on the market, even prior to my spray. First to do it in Nigeria is not normal Nigerian thing for everybody to copy you. That's okay. But the vision is, they don't have my vision. The vision for their copying is it's only their copying vision they have. They don't know the vision or the extent to what the vision is. So just know what you are doing, oh, please. If you are doing what you are doing right and you're not copying somebody, know what you are doing and show up. Promote yourself and show up. Promote yourself and show up. Leave the rest for Jesus.
Thank you so much.
Promote yourself, show up. Promote
yourself and showing up.
And create structure. Do the work. When I say do the work is not just come to type on Instagram. Do research. Make sure you are producing the right product. Make sure you have the right information. You're using the right terms. You've created an experience that you as an individual will want to experience. It's for me, it starts with me. Like, I'm always my case study. I have this issue. How can I fix it? I don't want to be traveling to one city to another and I'm carrying 400 sprays. I just need one. How can I make it happen? And I went into like, how can you do this? You understand? And it took time and constraints, but we eventually got there. So it was not really a lot of work, honestly. I didn't do a lot of work. It's just the thing literally spoke for itself. And like I said, God makes everything beautiful in his own time. This is the one he wanted to use to make noise, and he did it, and I'm okay with it. What can I complain?
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so I think the next question I have on my list before I throw, like, once it's like in 4 minutes, I'm done. So everybody else, you guys, please, it's time to unmute. If you can open your camera so that we can all see your faces, that would be nice also. So my last question basically is that, how did you go about, like, what has been like the differences that you have said, like in your head? You've actually mentioned a couple of them, but let me just to ask, like, what's like the major like differences that you can say, oh, being a makeup artist here versus here, minus, okay, you said money, you said the structure and the treatment of like basically interactions with people, but then other things. For example, what is in my head is hiring. Because I know when you were here, you had assistants and all of those kind of things. How has it been there getting hired, like work people share?
Yeah. So, ask me this question again, because there's an answer. I want to make sure that the answer is the right answer to the question.
Yeah.
So the question is, how has it been as an artist abroad compared to being an artist in Nigeria?
Yes.
Okay, so obviously it's a completely different ball game entirely, because it's been almost 3 years since I relocated, and I just got an assistant in June this year. So it's taken me a long time to structure myself or restructure myself or rebuild myself in another country. Here, set up my business, register my business so that I can pay my taxes. That also has taken a couple of, like, it takes a while. So you can't just start paying people, and you can't just start earning money, and you can't just not pay your taxes, because like I said, there's structure. You might do it for 1 or 2 years, and then you get your papers, get your everything. And then one day you just get a message from IRS, and they're like, you're owing so and so in tax for the 2 years where you thought you were collecting cash and they did not know that you were getting money. They know, bro. They know. So like structure, there's no structure like that in Nigeria. How many of us pay tax in Nigeria? Even me right now, I'm still trying to structure that in Nigeria, talking to what they call them, FIRS agents, to just arrange me something to pay, so that nobody disturbs me one day, or they'll come and lock your shop and you go to the office and pay rubbish, and then they'll still open it in 2 hours. Like, there's no structure. So those are the issues. There's structure in place. Once again, it gets better in time, whichever one works for the case scenario. And then, like I said, the expectations in Nigeria, people were not receptive to structure. Over here, people are more receptive to structure because they don't have any other choice, and they don't want to send you a deposit of $60 for hard-earned money they've worked for, because everybody works per hourly, or you don't want to be earning $3,000 and you want to pay makeup to $50, and then you lose your $100 deposits. So they take everything seriously. their money, they understand the value of their money and they want the full value of their money. So you know that if you waste my time, I'm going to charge you $50 for wasting 10 minutes of my time, or I don't attend to you and you lose all your deposits. Do you understand? Stuff like that. There's structure. So, if you tell me you pay 5K for coming late in Nigeria, there's a sister, auntie, your own is too much. You see that there was one makeup artist that they mistreated one time for a bridal makeup artist of 15K or something, that the girl was even dragging her over 15K that she wanted to pay for bridal makeup artist. Oh, this sounds bad. And it's because there's no structure, you know, it's because there's no, you have not sat down to value yourself and value your craft. So who do you want to value yourself? Who do you want to value you and value your craft? So it starts with you creating the right structure for your craft. It's completely not the same. In Nigeria, you are a good makeup artist. You can have interns that you don't have to pay. You can have 100 staff that work for you for free just to be around you. And then you can have staff that you pay because you value that they contribute positively or they move your brand in the right direction. But over here, it's a lot of structure. So you have to you have to have the right paperwork and the right registration to employ people as staff or contractors to work for you. One, which I just was able to do in June of this year. Two, finding the right people to work for you, even to get somebody to come and do makeup training. In Nigeria, you do 1 month training, 100K. In America, I do 1 day training for beginners, 2 hours, $700, 2 hours. If you want anything after 1 minute after 2 hours, you start paying me per minute. So like, do you understand? That's the standard here. And then, you know, based on me coming from Nigeria, that I know I have to train people for 1 month, 3 days in a week for 150K. And then you want to do an upgrade class here for 1 day, 4 hours, $1,000+. I'm like, how do I squeeze all the 1 month into 4 hours for you? So mentally, I used to struggle, but I now created a mentorship program where it's more expensive, but I'm able to mentor you over a period of like 3 or 6 months, where you pay me a chunk sum of money and then you follow me to work. Like, you kind of intern for me after like your first month of training over a period of time. And then you begin to intern for like the remaining few months, where you now like really get hands-on experience on how to do the work, you know? So that's another thing. Like you need to sit down and do what anything you want to do, do market research. You know, when you work in different industries, even in Nigeria, even in America, there's something called market research. What is market research? You sit down and you look what goes across board. This is the makeup industry. What is happening across board? This is the tailoring industry. What is happening across board? This is the entertainment industry. What is going on across this board? To know how to sit down and create your structure. From doing market research, you can avoid issues for your own business, because most of the people that have done this, that have this structure already, your research will show you people's structures. So you know that these different structures, like yes, exactly. From this person, like me, when I got to America, I sat down with all the makeup artists in Houston, all the makeup artists in all the top cities that I like, and I want to go to New York, Los Angeles, Atlanta. I don't really care about the other states because I just don't really care. That's not where the celebrities are that I want to serve. So I'm looking out for the places that I want to be. Do you understand? That's market research. What is their structure? What do their websites look like? What is their policies? How do they train? How much do they charge for training? Based on the look of what their work looks like and what I give, what I offer. Am I in this person's range? No, I'm better than this person. This is my own value. You understand? So that's what market research does for you. It helps you create a structure for your own self that is up to the standard, if that makes sense. So you see, it's difference between Nigeria and here. Those are the differences. those are the differences. There are differences for sure. So just do your market research on what is happening in the area you are, or what is the standard, and then go from there pretty much. Yeah. It's not easy to get help, but over time people message me, oh, I want to intern you, I want to help for you. But they're unserious people. Like I have people that are like, okay, you can come and assist me today, or you can come and intern with me today or for 1 week, and then just I'll go for a full day bridal. I'll be standing since I wake up by 5 o'clock. The bridal is by 6. I stay there till like 7, 8, standing, walking, doing bridesmaid makeup, doing brides makeup. The person is already tired, looking for where to sit. I'll be like, okay, just drag a chair and be giving me what I need. Like the mindset, my mindset is based on the Nigerian. I mean, you know the way we used to do it, Nigeria way now. We go hustle. So I already have a hustling mindset. So standing to do a full day of makeup is nothing to me. But to them, I'm tired. I'm stressed. You start hearing mental health words. It's completely different. They don't not realize that, oh, I thought this makeup was just pretty Instagram makeup, but there's actually a lot of work to be done. And most of them don't like to do work. They like to sit down on their computer and do whatever computer work they can do, so they'll give up on the makeup dream. So it hasn't been easy to find the assistant or help because most of the mindsets are not ready for the actual work. They just think it's all work and play. But I guess we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out as time goes by. Yeah.
Thank
so
you
now I think for that question.
Yes. So I want you guys to next 30 minutes. So Esther, you can unmute if you are able to open your put on your camera so we can see your face. But if not, it's fine. It's fine. Oh yeah, you can send a message. So if you guys have any questions, this is the time. Kindly let us know. Any questions?
About that. Any questions? Yes, let's do this. Questions. Well, I've answered all the questions already, right? Pretty much.
Okay, so Esther is asking what kind of taxes you pay as a makeup artist.
Do you mean in Nigeria or when you go abroad? When you go abroad, you pay taxes based on what you earn. So if you earn $10,000 in the year, the IRS will tell you what to pay. There's taxes in when you file. So you have to have an accountant. You have to have a business that you have all your invoices, your receipts, your expenses, and your so on and so forth. So based on the income you make at the end of the year, you pay your taxes. So somebody that earns $1 million pays taxes based on the fact that they earned $1 million, and the person that earns
progressive
$50,000 pays tax based on the value. So like there's no fixed amount. They weigh what you do. If you have dependents like children, if you are married, you have a family. So you get an accountant that will do all the paperwork for you, just as long as you have the receipts and your income availability and all of that for the guy. He'll file everything in and then they'll tell you whether you have to pay them or they'll pay you. You just file in your taxes, sure. So it's not like one specific drawing eyebrow tax. No, it's like based on what you earn. Okay.
Yeah. So progressive taxes. Sarah raised her hand. So Sarah, then Fola next. Sarah.
Good evening. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. So I just wanted to ask, when you were talking, you talked about like meeting people, like, because it's a new environment. So I just wanted to know, when you are in a new environment, like, what are the options? Like, generally, did you have to go to somewhere? Did you have to attend an event or something? So as to meet people in a new environment, what can we do, or what can the person do? Thank you.
I'm an introverted person. I will choose my room and my bed and my house and my family over meeting anybody, any day, anytime. So you can meet people online. I didn't do any fantastic go to church and share my flyer. At a point, I created flyers because there was a meeting I had where I talked about marketing your brand. But I also now watched something online because I'm always watching podcasts and stuff where they were like, it just seemed like a funny way to fish for clients. And you might fish the wrong people out as well. So I didn't really finish sharing my flyer in that way. first and foremost, when I got here, what I did is market research, like I mentioned. Then the next thing I did is I started doing what I was doing in Nigeria. I got models and I started playing on models, and I created my website, structured, set up my small studio in my small apartment. And I just continued doing what I'd like to do, makeup. So I would DM, I have like a write-up. Hello, and my name is Anna. One of my names is Anna, and it's easier to understand than any of my Nigerian names. My name is Anna. I'm a makeup artist and just moved to Houston. I'd like to set up a play date with you if you're interested. My portfolio is already my Instagram page, and I'm sending you a message from my Instagram page. So you see my track record. If you're interested, you say yes. If you're not, you say no. And I just copied and pasted it. I'll use different hashtags. Houston makeup artist, Houston, I'll scan through their page, look for the model's handle, send different models messages, go through photographer's page, see if they tag the photographer, or if they tag the clients, because some clients don't mind. You understand? So I was just online meeting people. Period. And then some are already models that are in school, so they just have free time. Maybe they're on summer break, so they don't mind coming to come and get their makeup done for free. You don't really necessarily have to pay all of them. Some of them want you to pay them, and then if you can't pay them, you move on to people that are available for free. Or if you go to church, you're a small community, you are in a department, you are a worker, you join the workforce, you tell your fellow usher, oh, do you mind, what do you do during the weekend? What's your free day? You mind, you understand? Like, you practice. You don't even say, oh, come and patronize me, I do makeup. Oh, come, let me do your makeup. Like, come and model for me. And then when you do the work and she's like, wow, you do this good work. Naturally, what she will do is tell people about you. So do the work. I always tell people, do the work. Forget about the money. Forget about start earning in dollars or pounds or whatever currency. Do the work first. Do you understand? So most of the first few people I did on my Instagram page were all models. Like, even till now, I've gotten to a place where I don't even want to post my clients. Like, they'll come and they'll be looking like, is she going to post me or is she going to record me? I don't record you and post you on my Insta story. The quality of work I want on my page for the quality of people I want to attract are the things I do on my models, based on the fact that I have all the time in the world to do the perfect work I want to do on them. And when you study celebrity makeup artists and study celebrities, you see that they will start their makeup for BET Awards at 6 a.m. and they won't come out till 6 p.m. They will be doing makeup from morning till night, because you understand, they're trying to make everything perfect, the dress perfect, they're fitting, they're doing the hair perfectly. So me too, I want to be practicing on my perfect model for my perfect client that I'm expecting perfectly to come in the perfect time. You understand? So you meet people online, like, use hashtags. Look, like, just if you're in excess makeup artist, type excess model or excess makeup artist. Look for the ones that have done models or the ones that have done clients. Even if it's their clients, reach out to them. Oh, do you want to model for me? Don't say come and patronize me first. Come and model for me and see the work. Then they'll be like, oh, how much do you charge when they are done and the work is good? Then they'll tell the friend, then the friend will tell a friend, and it's like a ripple effect. But just do the one what do you have in your hand? You are a makeup artist, you have the art. The work of art is in your hands. According to Abstract, work of art. Work your artwork on people first. Zero expectations. Do you understand? Just do the work. Everything continues like that naturally. That's how I met people. I didn't go to any place to say I am this or that, because me, till today, I believe I am a nobody without the grace of God. So I can't, like, even the way I say she's a dish, I was just in my face. God was, you know, so it's like, I'm not meeting people to introduce myself to people. Even like my mom and my dad, but they'll be going to church, Nigerian church, they're around, and we have to go to a Nigerian church where they have friends. And they'll be like, you don't know Sooo Pro. I'm just like, I'll just start reversing, walking away. Like, I don't need you to tell nobody about me. Let God do his work. Sprinkle, sprinkle, bye. Oh, thank you, auntie, bye. I just run away, you know? Yeah, so just, like I said, market research. How do you find the other people in your area to know how to do market research? It's on Instagram, online, on TikTok. Houston makeup artists, see what they're doing, click on their websites. As you are seeing those things, become very observant. I told you I'm a very big thinker. Like, think, man, use your brain. I'm reading, I'll see, different makeup artists. I open it. I just don't say, oh, wow, our work is nice. So then I'll go away. No. Did she tag the model or did she ask them? some people don't add, some will just tag. So I'll click on the tag, look at the people that they tagged, or I'll see the model's page. I'm like, great, copy my introduction, paste fast, send it to the model. Some of them will respond back to you, some of them will not. One I sent message when I came in 2021. She just opened the message and I was, oh my God, I have a shoot, something. I say it's 2023. The 2021 me is not the 2023 me. So me too now, I'm going to read your message. I'm not going to reply. Bye. So just do your market research. And when you are really, really like intentional and you're serious and you're really taking notes and you're being observant, your market research would yield results for you to do the work you have to do. Yeah. So this is the next question? Answer.
Fola, you can go next.
You're welcome, Sarah. Who is Fola, please? Ask your question.
Okay, if she's not available, Somi.
What's my take on health insurance as a makeup artist? First travel first and find out the best insurance for you. I don't know. It's where you find your options, or you find options and figure out what works for you, I guess. I don't know. There's no first do your trip and settle down. All the other things you figure it out as you go. Honestly, I don't have a good answer or a bad answer to that question. Like I don't want to say, because I don't even know where you are going. I don't know what the structure in the country you are going to, or the insurance in the country. Do you understand? So it's all person to person basis, city to city basis. I can tell you something and it only applies to the city where I'm in. In another city is a completely different ball game. So there's no one size fits all for healthcare or anything in the abroad. Everybody has their structure. Every city has their own structure. So like I said, information is power. When you get there, hustle out the information and then decide on what is best for you.
I don't know why everybody's asking about tax, but Fola's question is on tax. So she's asking that while you were in your apartment, were you paying a different tax as opposed to when you got your studio? I'm not very sure that's what it is, but that's
I've already answered the one question. I've already answered the one question by saying your income is what determines how much you pay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you are. It's like
So
your income, your income and your expenses.
Yeah. And also
So even if I make more, but in building the business, I'm still spending my expenses are also high. Is the tax accountants and IRS that will determine what you pay. Yeah. I don't even know what I'm going to pay for tax. Do you understand? I don't know if it's going to be the same from last year or more or less. I don't know. It might be less, it might be more. You don't know is when they do the calculations and they see all the facts available that they determine. It doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah.
Or where your office is.
You guys, are there any other questions? So we can let Shall I'm talking for 1 hour. Okay.
Yeah, so I have.
Please, do you feel the need to diversify your style of makeup, or are you comfortable with the kind of looks you already create? This question.
I don't feel the need to diversify because the niche of people I want to attract, I feel I'm already kind of in line with what they would like. So it depends on who you want to attract, I guess.
Yes, Sooo Pro. Oh God, thank you. I just remembered I was going to ask, do you know any film makeup artists by any chance? Like, because we have some is a film makeup artist, for example. So do you know anybody that is doing just film as opposed to more of bridals and events?
Where? In Nigeria or here?
No, in the US. Where you are?
Nope, I don't.
Okay.
I'm
sure that would have been something that they must have thought about. Like, is this something can I go abroad and continue doing like sets, films, movies, and the likes of that?
I guess you can, but it's a completely and totally different ballgame. If you want to go into film and become a film artist, the best city for you would be Los Angeles. But Los Angeles is one of the most expensive cities in the world, where you'll be paying for a $200 square feet apartments. That is less than the space you probably are seeing me sitting in. And it will cost you about $5,000 every single month. Another thing about going abroad is you guys, you pay your bills in Nigeria yearly. Abroad, you pay your bills monthly. That was it. Like, there will be a lot of culture shocks for you people when you relocate, or whoever you give the gist about this whole relocation. So that's why I said it gets better in time, because you have to learn how to adjust, shed your old coats, which is Nigeria, and take on the new coats. You don't just pay for your rent of maybe like $1,000. You pay light bill, it's separate. You pay water bill, it's separate. You pay gas bill, is separate. You pay trash bill, is separate. Those are all bills. Everything in abroad is called billing. Billing. Those people that sang billing, they did not even sing the billing well. They're talking about girls. Girls have not billed you. Like, you pay bills. Like, by the 20th of the month, bills are due. Like, get ready, because by 30th or 1st, if you have not paid, you pay charges for not paying in time. So it's all bills every single month. So saying $5,000 a month to go to a film city is monthly minus the other amenities. Oh, so you have to, that's the city you have to go to. And even the people in Los Angeles right now, I meet a lot of models that moved to Houston, where I stay, and they were like, oh, they lived in LA for so long. They can be like almost 6 people or 7 people living in one apartment. One is living by the kitchen fridge, one is living in the bathroom, one is like just trying to make sure they get because they can't afford the lifestyle. And then they'll be going to go and line up on long lines where people shoot movies, to audition for movies. And I'm sure they'll take audition for artists too, and audition for stuff like that. But one of the quickest ways you probably will be able to get in is find a makeup artist that does film already in America, that you can be able to reach out to intern for, which is also not easy, because they'll probably want to choose people that they feel already understand them and understand what they do to a certain extent, So it's a journey. I wouldn't say it's an easy journey, but it's a journey. You probably will figure it out. But that's the best way I would say I would start if I was into film and I was locating and I want to stay in film. Yeah.
Thank you, Omo. Oh God, they're already drinking water. So you guys have 8 more minutes. So Esther, you're asking, oh no, sorry, not Esther. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
When you moved, did you have to move all your products you initially owned here?
No, I sold and gave away more than 85% of my kits, even my lights. So I started afresh for real. It was like a brand new start. And it took a lot. It took all my life savings, everything. I cried a lot when I got here. It was like everyday tears. Like, Jesus, what am I doing here? Everyday real tears for a while. It's not easy, but you get through the process.
Just even moving cities, like you're like, what am I doing here versus, because I moved from Lagos.
See, my sister said I should be positive. Have I not been positive? People scream she has been positive.
No, she has.
I'm not telling you the reality. People say we should come here, we should be positive, we should be positive. Then somebody will slap you on the road or shoot you on the road. Yeah, I cried though. I cannot even lie. I cried. I cried reality tears. I cried. Did you hear me say when I said your friend that you think is your friend or your cousin or your family member that's been chatting with you, sending you products when you were in Nigeria, you come here and they think like looks like your light is about to shine. They thought that, they don't want you to plug lights, that you have increased their bill, that they don't on light from this time to this time, and this is the time to this time that you used to do makeup. What will you do? Is it not suffering? That's bondage now. Mm-hmm. So you don't think will make you cry. So cry, cry. Then when you finish crying, be positive. Cry, but you pack yourself together and do what you gotta do, because there is a way. Once you believe there's a way, and you must find it to start your positive attitude. But it's life. things will happen. So cry or cry, please.
Someone is asking, okay, so I think Abisola, she has answered the question about building clientele. Don't worry, I'll send notes after this class. But basically, she has answered that one. Then someone, Ife is asking, when is your next online class? Because actually, you haven't held one in a while.
Guys, there's so many people doing online classes in Nigeria. Why you want my online class, though? Isn't it? What language did I speak for you now?
And especially that your lighting set up and everything.
I actually do not want to do online classes anymore because I want to take my YouTube more seriously. Why? Because for online classes, I realized I wasn't feeling very motivated based on my earning power here to film an online class, that the time difference is a lot. It wasn't just making sense for me. If I was charging for an online class, if I say pay me 150K, you get where I'm coming from, nobody's going to pay. So I'm not going to be posting every day for come and pay for 150K online class when I'm not going to earn money. My time is my money now. I'm in that headspace, or I'm in that space. I'm in the structure where that space gives me money too. So do you understand my mindset? So I don't do an online class where I wouldn't give my best because I just feel like how much are these ones even paying me? I don't like to do things that are subpar and not excellent. Do you understand? So that's why I haven't had the online class in a while. And then the whole moving, like restructuring and doing a lot of things on my plate. But the real reason is my intention is to go back on YouTube, because if I actually grow on my YouTube channel, at least YouTube will pay me and I'll find the value in putting the content out there. So all the things and all the questions and all these things, yeah, I plan to fix that with YouTube. And I want it to be very transparent, like see people like Painted by Spencer, Hindash, all the people, like they make so much money by putting out, like they do a full face tutorial for you. They're not doing it for the fun of it, they're doing it because they get paid off YouTube. So I'll get my money from YouTube and then I put my contents out there, the kind of quality I want to put out. Do you understand? So that's why I haven't had the online class in a while.
Yes, honestly. And I'm very positive about this YouTube thing because I noticed a trend where a lot of people who travel, I don't know if it's the IP address, I don't know, this thing is so confusing, but their YouTube is doing okay. But once they go to like the US or the UK and they put out content, it just reaches more people.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yeah. I think you do like really good YouTube videos, Sha. We're looking forward to, so you guys know class when she brings the YouTube video. So I think
I watch you. I want to repost so that people watch. Thanks. That's the payment you can send to us.
That's the payment. Honestly, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. I want to unmute and say any nice things to Omo before we round up.
Thanks.
Hi, I want to say something.
Say, let's hear.
Thank you so much. Like, this has been such a very beautiful experience. I was at work and my boss was like, I say I'm going, bye. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Tosin. Thank you, Omo. My heart's full. I'm now ginger. I used to be scared of America because I just felt like someone can just walk on the road and just say, you look black, just shoot me. But this is
are you joking? You two, you have more ghetto in them than they think they have. Just come with portable vibes. I'm like, my fogolori. The way when they bring the gun, just do your like you have invisible bullets. The person will be like, what's wrong with this person? Now walk away. You have more hustle than them, Jerry. Don't stress yourself. It's not that. Even I was talking to somebody that was thinking about relocating to. She's like, that she just scared of abroad, that they just shoot anyhow. I was just like, I believe when I wake up in the morning, I used to send angels ahead of me. I believe what my Bible says. So and I'm at peace. If it's my time, it's my time. It's only at my time that God is calling me. So what am I afraid for? Do you understand? So if it's my time and it's the gun that they shoot stray bullet that they want to shoot that will take me, it's my time, no need. Let me go and meet my Jesus. Do you understand? So that's my vibe. So gun violence or whatever American violence cannot even bother me. So don't let that one scare you, Jerry, please.
I've collected ginger from you. We move.
So So you guys, while we go, let me just run through some of the things Omo talked about. So she talked a lot about structure, as in I just put structure in capital letter because she mentioned it so many times. And that's one of the things that I really want us to do. Like as beauty business entrepreneurs, all of us here, if we all decide to put structure in our business, at some point it's going to become a normal thing. Nigerians are usually forced to accept something after a while. Do you understand? So what is happening now is because everybody is taking nonsense, everybody's taking nonsense. So it's not like, oh, if you don't take nonsense, you are doing too much, but you're not. You are protecting yourself, protecting your interests, as well as protecting your clients also, because like almost said, this structure actually protects both of us. So why are you fighting it? So that's one of the major things she said. And also she mentioned about having a vision, knowing where you want to be, having the mind to do the work. It's not just picturing it, it's also investing in like the work, like wake up every day and put in the effort. No matter what is happening, one person is booking you, two people are booking you, one person is buying from you, two people are buying from you. Just have it in mind that it gets better in time. Then she talked about being informed, doing your research and making sure that you actually know what you're doing. Because I think that's also a problem. There's a knowledge gap. Most people don't want to learn. If you are not like investing in learning, it's going to show. Do you understand?
Like for me, I feel like if you even dabbled into makeup because everybody's doing makeup, it's like makeup is paying, great. But please take a break and do some work. Do you understand? Do the market research, educate yourself.
Research, yes.
Go to the school of market, do the market research.
Yes. Then she talks about the mindsets that we must have. First of all, a positive mindset, then the mindset to serve an international audience. Like, so even if you're unable to like travel right now, you still must open your mind to the idea of you being an international makeup artist. You're not limiting yourself to like your immediate environment. Do you understand? So just picture yourself where you want to be, basically. Then she talked about enjoying your process and how it might not be fun and games at the beginning. Like we all know that. All of us, we've seen Shege one way or the other. But you must enjoy your process. Like just try to be there, be present, and just keep showing up. There's so many other things she talked about, but yeah, she talked about not boxing yourself in and how that she mentioned promoting yourself. That's another thing. Promote yourself. Omo promotes herself like aggressively. Like she's constantly posting her work. She's constantly doing questionnaires. She posts like random things on her stories that like makes people reply. Like if you check my chat with her, like it's me constantly replying to something she posted. Maybe just there's a topic or something. She doesn't even do that anymore like before, but I remember that she used to be very controversial. Like something will happen, she'll just come and say, me, I think that something. And I'll just laugh like, oh my God, this girl is so troublesome. What she's doing? So yeah, promote yourself, have conversation, show up authentically as much as you can. So yeah, you guys, thank you so much for staying with me. It's been lit. Like, thank you, Omo. I really appreciate. I imagine I'll message you again with all my thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Make sure
Have
you
fun, guys.
And buy Sooo Pro cosmetics and talk about this part to everyone. All right. Anything for me before we say goodbyes? Any last words?
I think we're good.
All right, guys. Bye.
Welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Omo. Bye,
You're
guys.
so welcome.
Bye, Rivo. Thanks.
Bye. Enjoy. Dream big. All things are possible today that believe. Live here with that. Is the scripture, word of God, life. Bye.
Bye, guys.